What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another multi video. So in today's video, I'm back with our top team wars. So today we're up against the Hounds of Justice. Yes, Team Spirit 2015 is up against the Hounds of Justice, and today I'm going to show you guys my attacks against them. So I hope you guys are excited for today's video. If you are, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so take a look at this. There's 8 hours and 21 minutes remaining at the time I'm recording this. These are the restrictions. Obviously, they have 115 coins. We have 326. We have 52 attacks left. They have 89. I've used all my attacks, but I'm going to show you guys how I did my attacks and stuff like that. This was the recommended base for me, but the base that I started off with was number 1, obviously. But anyways, my base right now has 15 coins remaining. Pretty cool, right? And there's many bases that are not cracked yet. Like for example, this one's not cracked fully. Like it has 16 coins, so somebody dropped to a Gleno's base, Bunky's base, Jarwin. You know, most of these are not even cracked, so they still have to crack them. There's 8 hours remaining, so I mean, they got short amount of time, but we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the attacks. Okay, so again, we're gonna start off with the first base because that was my first attack. GUIML, that's the username. So what this player had set up was basically Mermodis, Serpentix, and Shadowina. This is something that I just went with. As you can see, triple speed, fireful, making it super fast, obviously. Serpentix with the triple strength. I was carrying 2 AoE skills, I believe, and then 2 single targets or something like that. I went with the fire beast, obviously not maxed out, but it was enough to actually make this work. So I was like, you know what, we don't have to have a maxed out fire beast, we're gonna do it anyway. So you guys can see, I started off with the damage boost first. It doesn't matter what damage boost you really get. If you get, I got 25 damage boost right there, the 25%, right? So I was like, I'm just gonna go with that then. If it was a 100% damage boost or even bigger than that, it would have made things a lot easier, obviously, but it wasn't. So, but we don't really need any of that. So here, I mean, I didn't really have the trade table or anything like that. Like, I also kind of forgot about the Volumaster armor. I thought it would be enough to actually, like, use all the extra turn skills and stuff like that. But then here, I was like, you know what? There's no way it's gonna be enough, you know what I mean, for me to do all that. So I just went ahead and ended up turn transferring straight away. So as you see, Slimster Trap kicked in and I regenerated my stamina. So I used the AoE skill to just swipe them all off. But then keep in mind, they're gonna come back. So take a look at what happens here, right? So Shadow obviously is gonna get destroyed, right? There goes Light Hater and everything. Well, if he wanted an AoE, yeah, Shadow would have been dead, but also Serpentix, but they're gonna come back, obviously, you know what I mean? It's not a big of a deal. So as you can see, Serpentix is dead, but here we went ahead and turn transferred straight away NER. We don't need any damage boost or anything like that, and I just went ahead and destroyed him with that AoE skill. My next attack was against Lucky Zed. This was base 5. He had a Dragbite Fireful, super fast Fireful with a Fropsy, the tank. So here's how everything worked out. So I went with the same exact setup. Just made Fireful slightly faster, so I went with some team speeds on my Shadowina. Now here I wanted to take out that Automatic Risk because why not? So I went with the Nation Spiral. Now I should have also went with a single target light damage on Serpentix, but kind of forgot, but it's okay. I would have still won this anyway. So as you can see, I made my Fireful faster, slightly faster, so I take in the first turn, not him. If he ended up taking the first turn, that would have been a different story. But as you can see, I went ahead and did damage boost. Now, if the damage didn't work, that's completely fine. Just a turn transfer. And as you can see, this heavy AoE light just completely obliterated both of them. And all that's left is Fropsy. And Fropsy can't do anything. So, Fropsy gets a turn in later. Oh, actually, it doesn't get a turn at all. Yeah, none of their monsters really got a turn. Kind of crazy, but yeah, just like that, 3 coins, super easy. Next attack was against Beza. This was base 6, so right after it. As you can see, it is a Serpentix with 2 strength and 1 speed, and Shadowina. So same setup, almost same play, kind of different in a way. I'll show you guys in just a second. I did go with the Archer talent, obviously. So there goes with my Fire Beast and everything. Recovered my monsters, and obviously my Fireful takes on the first turn, I made him fast enough so he takes on the first turn. And surprisingly, Shadowina was also faster than his Shadowina, so I don't know why he ended up going with a life on Shadowina when Serpentix is in this restriction. But anyways, Abomination Slayer just destroyed him easily. If it didn't even destroy him, it's completely fine. We've seen it earlier with what happens when he does get a turn in and attacks. So you can see with Shadowina, what I ended up doing was just doing the turn transfer straight away, and with that, I was able to basically eliminate 2 monsters And then the only one that was left was Shadowina, and that has like 3 tortures. And she can't really do much anyway if she comes back, you know, spams her extra turns and stuff like that. She can't do anything, seriously. But yeah, there goes a curse and everything. And she finally went ahead and stopped doing all that. So just turn transfer, didn't need any, you know, damages or anything. And just like that, another 3 coins against this base. So next base was Led Zepp, and I don't know what to say about this base, honestly. We got a monster that has block resurrection as trait. I'm talking about this fire monster, right? Forgot his name. Monk Flamwork. Monk Flamwork has block resurrection as a trait. But then we have Spear of Destiny. Spear of Destiny to block resurrection. And that attacker is super slow. So this base was fairly easy. Like, look at this. So I didn't want to do much with my setup, like change anything. Seriously, like I did go with 2 speed this time instead of the 2 team speeds. And triple strength on my attacker, I would say. Now, the double Shadowina SNs aren't really needed for most of these bases anyway. But if, you know, my teammates had them, they could have used it. So this was fairly easy. So all I had to do really was just apply the damages turn transfer, and then from there, like, you take down the attacker, the main threat, everything gets easy. The other 2 monsters can't do anything after that. If they get a turn, if they get like 5 turns, they can't do anything. Well, don't give them 5 turns then, but you guys get the point, right? So, anyways, I turn transfer to Fireful so that I could do the damage boost and then turn transfer over, and then from there I could deal a lot of damage with my Pierce attacker. So I ended up getting rid of Monk Flamwork, and then from there the double Shadow SN obviously eliminated, but I could have also won it without the double Shadow SN. Next base was T3K. Now this one, what his plan was to make his Alfira really fast, but what I don't understand is, by the way, you guys probably didn't see too much of Alfira. This is the first time, right? But many of their races, they had Alfira, which I didn't understand because, you know, Pierce attackers such as Serpentix is in this war, so I don't understand that. It's just too easy to beat it. All you have to do is make Serpentix go first. Literally, just make it go first. You'll see in just a second. You have the torture immunity on everybody, and look, from there, you just use a triple lethality and get rid of them. Once you get rid of the main threat, the rest becomes easy. What's Monk Flamwork gonna do? What's Froxy gonna do against my base? Nothing. So from here, it was super easy. I believe I trade tabled, and then the Vitamelter armor kicked in, and I kind of blocked it. But turn transfer straight away. They don't really want to mess around too much, you know, just wanted to end the battle really fast instead of making it like a 2-3 minute battle. This ended up being like a minute and maybe 20-30 seconds, I think, the most. But there goes Alfira, by the way. Cool talents on Fropsy, but it didn't save him here. Now, I should have went with another AoE skill, obviously. I had 3 single targets, I don't know why. But the AoEs would have helped out. But anyways, it was still easy. Easy peasy. Alright, so just went ahead and went with the light heater, did all that fun stuff. Torture immunity, obviously, to prevent quicksand from Fropsy. Now, here I just went ahead and messed around a little bit with Fropsy, you know. And then finally got my extra turn. And I wanted to get rid of the Monk Flamwork right away because that way I can apply torches and stuff like that. And then from here I just auto the rest because it's just fairly easy, like I said. So that right there is another 3 coins, ladies and gentlemen. Now you can see this is my last attack. So this was when it was like 23 hours and 28 minutes. So I basically got my attacks done in about 20-30 minutes. Now keep in mind, I actually started attacking when it was like 49 minutes, when this was 49 minutes right here. So 23 hours and 49 minutes. So I basically did it in about 20-30 minutes or less, all 5 attacks. It's really easy because I didn't have to change much in my setup, you know what I mean? Just had to make some small changes. Now this one is actually different from what you think. So take a look at this. I made my Serpentix really fast. I went with Darmit's banners for the extra strength for Serpentix. And by the way, I changed the skill here, as you guys can see. I went with the triple lethality, and obviously, so I had 1 AoE light, 1 single target light, and then 1 single target fire with 1 AoE, I believe that is, fire. So now what I did was I went with the Thunder Beast here, which was needed. It was literally needed for this base. Now watch what I mean here, because that Shadow Yuna is super fast, and since there's no monsters giving immune to torture, it's nice to just go ahead and hit him with the shock, and that way she just does something like that, for example, or Total Blind. But Total Blind wouldn't have done much. Now here's UCC. Bam, we eliminated the monster. Easy peasy. That eliminated Elfira easily. As you used to say, easy peasy, and I got rid of the other one too. And from there I just basically autoed it. Although I maybe should have just turn transferred just for a quicker finish. You know, turn transfer to my attacker, but anyways. I ended up beating it, and that goes another 3 coins, and overall it was 18 out of 18 coins, obviously. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys my attacks against the Hounds of Justice, this current recent war we matched against them with these restrictions, and I hope you guys learned something new from this. And if you did, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and if you guys want more teamwork videos like this, make sure you hit that red subscribe button with notifications on. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.